Welcome, my friends, allies, vassals, and enemies of the state. You know who you are. So, restarting run on Humankind. The cultural and epic odyssey through time as a human race. We're going to start a new game because I had a crash with the computer. It's a hard shutdown. You basically to huge. You basically to power and similar outages, similar issues. It didn't do much damage, but it did nuke a few files, including the save file for this. Not sure how it took out a few files, that's all, but there you go. We'll keep everything as it is. Wellinong, sorry. And the male. Semiramis. No, that's not male, it's female. Midas? Yes. See if everything he touched turns to gold or not. Right. Faithful to normal, we'll be on nation difficulty. Concept 5. We've got Together We Rule, Pre-Order Deluxe, Culture of Africa, and that's it. Let's start. I will take a moment to breathe as we look through the each of the cutscenes. However, let me welcome you to our run known as Wondrous Seduction, as I'm trying to work on some of the challenges. There is one that requires a city to have cultural wonders from each of the 6 eras, and there is one that requires you to use
our universe contains
the agrarian ability, which is essentially seduction from other cities to yours
and ice
40 times.
At sub-zero temperatures in a vacuum. Rather boring. However, on a small damp rock, there is a story that bears a second look. It's your story. But the first 4 billion years or so mostly concern amino acids. Not much of a page turner. But then, over time, the amino acids bond together, and things start to get interesting. And a bit drier. A certain subspecies of hominid discovers that you can do more with a sharp rock than annoy your little brother.
Indeed.
Tools and weapons are invented. The hominids begin to cooperate. Fire becomes a servant rather than an unpredictable force of nature. They learn to tan the skins of animals for clothing. They learn ways to record and probably exaggerate their adventures. Eventually, these tribes learn to build shelters and immediately hold the first barbecue parties. This is the dawn of humankind. Struggle and cooperation have been rewarded. The Neolithic era draws to a close. The whole world beckons. This tribe has come far, but the rest of their story is your story. You are the one who will build them into a great civilization. How far will
We shall
you
try.
push humankind? The race begins. A new world, a new history, untold possibilities. There is so much to see, to do, to learn, or, depending on one's preferences, to destroy.
Now, looking around at our poor tribe here, this seems like a fairly decent starting place. We have grassland for food. We have woods for construction. Could be useful.
Delicious. Though next time, it might be better if you washed it first.
We have horses over here, also as part of this. And incense. Nice. It's coastal, but this looks like a good area for the first city.
Do it. This way.
You. We have science. Also, stories in the stars. On cloudless nights after the fires were doomed to embers, near the tribe raised their eyes to the heavens, mesmerized by the vast ocean of stars. Some have noticed recurring patterns among the brightest stars, and in these shapes they imagine forms of heroes and beasts, stories of their adventures, their victories, defeats, and flourishing. Myths can be born here, you realize, ones that have the power to shape the tribe. What themes will you encourage? Tales reflect our ascent, dominance, take place. Ancient tale to reach for the Nubians.
Just because a culture died out doesn't mean it wasn't worthy of study.
Beyond us.
Exhausted. And this would be copper. Another good place. Followed by here. Right. You will come here. You will work your way back here. You will work your way over here. So yes, this region and this region. Both will join our tribes. Ah. You need to come here. Gather that. And then you can come up here.
This way.
All science gathered.
This way. Kill them!
And with you... little round here. We need it for the copper. Oh. Well, that's our horses here.
What's over there?
I'll see what exists around the back. And we have seed of an idea. Yesterday, the tribe came across a vast tract of wild grain. Stalks swayed in the breeze like the wind playing over golden waters. The ground, down grain, could feed the tribe twice over. But one of the tribal elders had another idea. Instead of pounding the seeds into flowers, she suggested planting half of them, so the grasses may return next summer. It's a curious idea, and odds with the nomadic lifestyle, but perhaps a harbinger of the future. We must begin to harness the natural rhythms of the world, seek better life yet.
A first outpost means a first step into a new
The
territory
Harappans are
and a
gone.
new extension of your empire's power, but also a new vulnerability.
This way.
The science. And we have science down here.
Onwards. This way.
Leather to spray on. I think we must skip the era just yet. Remind me later.
This way.
Onwards.
We'll place it there.
For our young. Onwards. This way. We move.
Science progresses.
I'm on it. Fire be with us.
We progress. The other will be over here. First, another era start unlocked. The tribe's legacy. You stand at a crossroads. For many moons, the tribe has trekked to the wilderness, slowly, tortuously learning the secrets of this world, how the materials hidden in the deep places and in plain sight might be fashioned for the tribe's advantage, how the beasts and plains of the lands and seas can be most fruitfully harvested, and how myths and stories can glacially but inescapably give power over our greatest enemies, other tribes. Now you must decide in what domain the tribe will truly sharpen its knowledge. They just come. I think we shall be makers. Only a lack of imagination will limit what we might one day fashion with our hands. That didn't go according to plan now, did it?
For our young.
See what we can achieve down here. The Hittites are also chosen.
Together.
I like 1411. A world aflame. In the distance, a thin cord of smoke cuts up into the clear blue skies. Fire. Calling a few tribesmen, you run close to the smell of cindered bark and burning pine, growing stronger with each footfall. You spy dancing flames and suddenly find yourselves on the edge of a settlement on fire. Many of the structures are ablaze, but even with the smoke and flames, you can see the abodes and marvels of craftsmanship. You're about to direct your men to put out the flames with a loose soil, when you see short, shadowed figures running away. Youths. They could become part of your tribe. Do you give chase now? Yes. Fine. Take them. And with that, I think it is time to go up another level. The Mycenaeans, Carolans, or Bantu, or Sumerians. Plus one food on farmers' quarters. Just okay, so that increases the productivity of the different quarters. Celestial Plaza allows construction of new districts on adjacent tiles. Not happy. Although it does help with religion. Minus 10% on attached territory cost per remaining city cap count. The fact that it's per remaining city cap count is a slight problem. Cost of signing treaties with independent peoples reduced by 25%. That gives us lots of leverage points. 2 science, 1 science per adjacent farmers. 6 science per adjacent main plaza. 6 science per adjacent administrative center. And that's an anti-cavalry unit. Mycenaeans don't interest me. And the Bantu have an interesting thing. Not that interesting, honestly. I think we'll be the Sumerians. Sumerians, rather.
For the tribe.
That would be all of the Era stars unlocked anyway. Good.
Do it.
Good. End turn.
Ah, the challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay. Not just markets for the Sumerians, but also the scribes to keep track of their crops. Ah, administration. A first city constructed. Walls, roofs, an outhouse. Ah, the luxuries of civilization.
That will be 27. You can demilitarize. That's not relevant to me right now. You can go explore randomly. Likewise. It's against known ones, so there's no point in doing it yet. Domestication should be underway. Natural right.
Why was this even a question? Let's keep it simple. We've been here. It's our place.
Growing here would give us another city. Shamanism for now.
That seems to leave a lot of interpretation of right and wrong, not to mention yours and mine.
The army is coming up soon.
So these are the Cho. With luck, they'll prefer thinking and meditating.
Greetings, Sovereign. I ask only that you always be courageous and sincere.
Generous.
They are accepting the non-aggression pact. Good. Timmer will attach. Family matters. Once a wandering tribe, your civilization now possesses a fine city, where generations of families have settled and grown. Individuals are known by a single name alone, but with more and more citizens, it's becoming harder to track family lines, to know who is related to who. In order to better identify your people, you believe it is time for citizens of the same family to take a common second name. From where should the family name originate? The identity of a newborn's mother is never a matter of dispute. Should take the name from the father, a pillar of strength for the child, or we should let the families be inspired by something from the world of myth. And that attachment will cost 54. Domestication research, new grievance.
We welcome this opportunity for dialogue.
We'll renounce that goal, that grievance. A game of prophecy. With the Empire thriving, a new game hailing from foreign land beguiled the population. Everywhere you go, the distinctive game board and pieces catching your eye. Insisting on a public demonstration, you play the game under instruction in your palace court. But the event has a sting in the tail. The game is reckoned to be a form of divination, as well as entertainment. Gasps could be heard as the game's prophecy became clear. You are fated to lose everything. Let the people gossip. The prophecy is nonsense. We need to get to 250 in order to claim a wonder. Calendar should be next. Attach that. And we have a city of 3 regions now. Calendar researched. What is this? I don't care about demilitarization right now. Writing would be useful. Curiosity. Well, they're building around us, are they, the Zhao? You can come down to help defend. Oh. This.
Greetings to the Nubians. Now there's some good fortune. a neighbour who may be more interested in commerce than conflict.
We have a grievance.
You have our greetings.
We'll renounce that one. There was more, wasn't there? We'll renounce that one too. They're done there. Treaties. If you want to do that.
You intrigue me. Let's talk.
I'll be blunt. Add some gold.
Won't happen.
You must.
Have they only got this one region? If so, they will then be adding those two to make a city of 3 as we have.
Know one thing. Be wary of crossing me, or my subjects. Their welfare is my only passion.
Livia Drusilla,
Life is wonderful, is it not?
welcome.
Treat me and my people with respect, and all will be well.
You come to talk? I will listen.
I've considered. I'll let you live.
We stand here, watching your antics, and we laugh at you.
This.
A non-aggression pact. On 33. I'm 75. 85 now.
The Phoenicians are famed for their good ships and smart traders. Best to watch your coastlines and your coffers.
Right.
Listen very carefully.
Yes, we will be
I like
peaceful with you.
I agree.
This is fantastic.
No crisis.
Fantastic.
Would you like to trade luxuries? No.
This
But
is
that
something
allows
new
us to get some more. I'll call whatever it is. I would like to improve the army, but that's not a thing that we're doing right now.
You have created an embassy. Behind those elegant doors, a whole new world of diplomacy awaits.
Only in the mind's eye. No way. Let's go.
Huh?
Off we go. Yes, sir.
A new wonder can be claimed at last. The only one available is the Temple of Artemis, but we will take it.
No doubt this independent people possess sophisticated customs, rights, language, and beliefs. I do hope you're going to treat them well.
We cannot establish contact with them just yet. We don't have enough claims and influence. While it would be good, Plus 245 there. It's not the urgent thing you might think it is. $35, not enough.
An enormous leap
Good.
forward.
We are the first to
From
reach
mundane
writing.
tallies of crops to recording the wisdom of sages, humankind now wields the most powerful tool of all.
Carpentry.
Bloody and smelly, aren't they? History may be changed by
Complete.
but that doesn't mean they're enjoyable.
Defeat there.
Your first treaty with an independent people. Perhaps this is the start of a beautiful friendship.
4 per turn. That's fine. Carpentry researched. Good. New grievance available.
May we enjoy a constructive.
We'll renounce it. We'd need 65 leverage to get the next star there, or the first star. Meanwhile, our expansionist star's doing quite well. It's a defense. Would need 45. Next turn we can do that. Actually, we'll do it there. Fine.
So, will this independent people be an ally or an enemy? A barrier or a blessing? Their future may not be in their hands. Another empire has opened an embassy. A powerful symbol of diplomacy and a hotbed of rumor, gossip, and intelligence.
We have city defense research. I think irrigation for the next.
Make recompense or you will suffer!
This is the worst thing you could do!
Intriguing.
You're teasing me, huh? The answer's no.
Withdrawn their demands.
Ah, my favorite words. They weren't so. You intrigue me. Let's talk.
You refused.
You thought I would buy this? Get out of my sight.
Well. Foreign war declared. Livia Drusilla against Wang Zhenyi. 100. So that's 6 more turns to get that. $160 there. And let's get that up, help with the construction, and that to go there to help with growing. What is this?
My door is always open to talk.
We're not going to worry about taking your people. And you've got that one built. Come down here for this. Now making advancement. People of Roanoke are starving. Irrigation research, at least. Masonry. Another era star. Aesthetic era star. Of herds and heirlooms. Today, the era of nomadism is a distant memory for your people. Multiple generations of families have lived and died in the same city over the course of the centuries. Every death comes with pain and grief for those still living. But as time has passed, family quarrels have also become commonplace, as arguments over material possessions flare up. One distinguished family, riven by disputes over a herd of prize cattle, has asked for you to establish a clear system of inheritance. Why can't they just stop fighting? See, overlook private matters. Dispute over the child should have an equal. Okay, that's possible. Privilege. We will not dilute any family's bloodline. The firstborn will obtain all the material assets. I think that is the way of things. Population gain. You can become a new city. $30 to connect there, so the next turn. And struggle for dominion. The capital is the Empire's true seat of power, but now other cities with energetic populaces rise to prominence. Their leaders and other influential figures want sway. Okay. We're not going to worry about the civic right now. We have 3 civics to work on. Right now we want our second city. Touch to Urim. New grievance.
Yes, you can see me. Smile. Say thank you.
Not worried about their unjust leadership. Why would I be? Not 114. We can't do it yet. $63. So next turn. 17 turns.
We may have shared interests. Do you agree?
Yes, we
Look
could
at
share
what a
some maps.
competing empire has accomplished. A gasp of wonder, a cry of astonishment, and perhaps a pang of jealousy.
And the growing faithful, they can wait. Right now, we need to get where we can attack Navi. A new curiosity, a new grievance.
We welcome this opportunity.
We'll renounce it. We need 25 more. Well, we are getting there. Go to Urim. Another era star for the science. Another grievance.
You again. You are so very needy.
I've
Renounce.
had time to call.
We feel this proposal would benefit all.
Yes, we will do that. That will help us scientifically. Remind me later on eras. Which to raise era yet. We're up 14 turns here. Now, we'll attach that to Urim. And we have, in our 2 cities, we have 3 places each. You. Okay. And you, Onog, will need to get some people out yourself when it's time. Next one would cost 228. And I guess we would go there, there, and there. Masonry researched. We're at 11 here. Bronze working is completed. Get the wheel. New grievance available. 2 new grievances.
You have our greetings.
I've considered.
Renounce.
I'll let you live.
Renounce
So
that
much.
too.
I've
Is that the same? Oh, that's bronze working. We've done both of them then. Agreement proposal. What have you done?
You have our greetings.
Humanitarian aid, yes, we have
Highlight.
food to be able to cope with that. They have now got 3 cities. Intriguing. We will get a city up here, but they're on the verge of cutting us off. Well, they've already done so, essentially. They have 3 cities, we have 2 right now. Swamp fever. During the construction of Unug, your workers dug through an area of boggy, dank ground. Since then, a strange and terrible disease has afflicted a number of them. The symptoms are always the same: fever, vomiting, headaches, and in too many cases, sudden death in a few days. Some claim that the gods are punishing us for our arrogance in erecting so magnificent a structure. Others, however, share stories of similar sounding affliction blighting other lands. Should attempt to better understand this sickness. Of course we should. We do not have the money. You era star. $463 for this. Oh, yes, that's right. But what we can do is get the civics underway. Army composition should be
It
professional.
does seem logical that people shouldn't have to do a job unless they want to.
Independent peoples are our
They
fellow
may
people.
have more to offer than just their weapons. Assimilation does seem practical.
Leadership should be
Most
by a small
problems
council.
eventually yield to the onslaught of more brains. "30 leverages. Next you'll be looking for something to use against me."
We'll research. Swamp Fever 3. The trinkets and livestock we offered to the jealous god who cursed us with his awful sickness have, it appears, been sufficient to appease their wrath, but only somewhat. Though few labourers succumb to infection, fresh outbreaks remain a regular occurrence. That these only claim a few lives rather than untold hundreds may simply be a consequence of greater caution on the work sites of Unug. But only a fool would rely upon that. The offerings will continue. That is shameful.
We may have shared interests. Do you agree?
You have
Yes.
my interest. Most glorious! Yes!
This day has turned from acceptable to wonderful.
We do not have the money to buy anything from you. Fortunately. We have one more civic to do. Religious rights, and we will
Gathering,
unlock the
sharing, forming a community. Might I recommend throwing in a few feasts as well?
A new grievance.
My time is precious, so
We will
let's-
renounce it. Another new grievance. We will renounce it. We have organized warfare, the last of the technologies. Well, with no more technology to research, it may be time. Gain promotion to the next era. The Garamantes. 5 influence on main plaza of the city is growing. The Pogara, +3 food, my sensibility, +2 food per adjacent sterile terrain. So these make deserts, etc. a lot more useful. On food, on exploitation. That's ish. The Celts, +2 food per farmers on city outpost. +3 food per number of attacks, +3 faith, +3 food per adjacent farmers' quarters. Counts religious and farmers. Yes, we shall go with the Celts now.
As urban centres grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and sciences flourish as military tactics and mathematical equations become as coveted as physical goods. Empires struggle to control these intangibles, however, as some might trouble their stability. Now you're choosing the agrarian Celts. Let's hope they learn their cooking from the French side.
Nothing wrong with fish and chips now. I'll take more with snails and frogs' legs any day. A boost for standing army. Unuk and Hajan. Hajang and... Finish building a Temple of Artemis here.
Yes, greetings. I hope you don't mind if I stare. Gladly.
We will have that. Close that.
Generous. A very generous.
We're not going to do that.
Your teeth.
Congratulations on building the Temple of Artemis. It is a site of worship, most definitely. Even more so if you also worship marble.
Museum, there's a Pyramid of the Sun. And that should be about it. Statue of Zeus. I need, what is it, 250 I'm guessing? So we're getting close to where we can claim one. And start building another down here. In the meantime, you've been a Supreme Court. Join me next time. Very well.